Welcome back to Marble League Football Week 3. All the fans are waiting outside patiently to get back into the stadium. But we have the standings after last week's Week 2. Kings and Reapers stay undefeated to stay on top of each conference, followed by the Spartans and the Wranglers. Pirates and Knights lose one. Huskies and Hawks, Sharks, Serpents have not won a game yet. Look for them to bounce back. Our first matchup of the week features the Huskies and the Kings. Kings 2-0 here with 37 points averaging so far in the league. Huskies 0-2, averaging 25 points so far this season. Look for the Kings to stay undefeated and for the Huskies to look for their first win in this league. Should be a great one. And let's get ready for kickoff Week 3 Marble League Football. The Kings have won the coin toss and elected to receive to start the game. They will start here with the ball. And we're off! Kings go down the field. They put up 13 points to start off the game. How can the Huskies respond here? Already down 13 points. 10 points! 13! They tied up! They answer the Kings straight after those attempts. In the second quarter, the Kings look to add to the score. The score's tied up 13-13. Can they do it? They do not! They get stopped! Wow. Huskies with a great defensive stop here. They have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Score's tied. There's a penalty. Touchdown! Huskies take a 7-point lead over the Kings. There's a penalty. They will retry. Can they take advantage? They do not. Scores 20-13 going to halftime. Huskies will start the second half here with the ball. Up 7 points. Can they add more? Field goal! There is a field goal and a penalty. Make it a 10-point game. Can they add more? And they get stopped! They still have a 10-point lead over the Kings. Kings first try here in the second half, down 10 points. Field goal! Make it 23-16, there is a penalty. Down 7 points, can they tie it up? They do not! Score stays, 23-16. Going into the fourth quarter, the Huskies taking a chance here to finish the game if they can. Looking for their first win here. There's a stop, another stop! But there's a penalty. They have a chance here to increase their lead. They get stopped! Score stays still 23-16. Kings have a chance here to win this game and stay undefeated. Touchdown and a field goal, they win this game! Kings stay undefeated, 3-0. Huskies still looking for that first win. Your Kings stay undefeated, 26-23. They score 2 touchdowns. While the Huskies drop to 0-3. They score 2 touchdowns as well. But that last field goal in the fourth quarter was the deciding factor for the Kings. Look for the Kings to stay on top of this league, and the Huskies still looking for that first win here in the Marble League Football. Look for both teams to put up a better play next week. Now we advance to our second game, Pirates and Tigers. The Pirates are 1-1 as well as the Tigers, but the Pirates are averaging 30 points per game, whereas the Tigers are averaging 26.5 points per game. Pirates scoring 3 touchdowns per game, the Tigers 2.5. Look for this to be a great matchup. This will have implications come playoff time if needed. So whoever wins this game will have the top notch over the other moving forward. And we get close to kickoff here. The Tigers won the coin toss and they elected to defer for the second half, so the Pirates will start the game with the ball here. And we kick off. Pirates! Field goal! Touchdown! Wow, they put up 10 points in the opening quarter. How can the Tigers respond here? Down already 10. Field goal! Put up 3 points and a penalty. And a retry. Can they capitalize? Touchdown! They do! Scores 10-10. They tie it up going into the second quarter. Pirates. Scores tied. Can they add more? Touchdown! It is a touchdown because they touched the green. And there is a penalty as well. So can they capitalize here? Touchdown again! 24-10. They capitalize here. They took a 14-point lead. There's a penalty here. The Tigers, they get stopped. There is a penalty. We'll have a retry. Down 14 points before the half. Field goal! They add 3 points. Down 24-13. They start the ball here in the second half in the third quarter. And they climb back in this game. Field goal. 3 field goals! Wow! Make it 24-22. They're down 2 points. Can the Pirates increase their lead? They put up a field goal. Make it 27-22. Pirates still hold the lead over the Tigers. Fourth quarter here. Tigers need something big to stay in this game. 2 touchdowns! They take the lead back. Wow! 36-27. What can the Pirates do? 2 field goals. Make it 33-36. There's a penalty. to stay in this game. Oh, they're stopped. Your Tigers will win this game to advance to 2-1 while the Pirates fall to 1-2. This game has big implications moving forward if needed for the playoffs. Both teams scoring 3 touchdowns, but the Tigers score 1 more field goal to beat the Pirates. Pirates dropped to 1-2, Tigers 2-1. Look for both teams to continue their high-scoring pace in the league. What a great game we had. Next game, we have the Spiders and Mustangs. Both teams standing in 1-1 here, but both teams are scoring in the lower half in the league. Spiders scoring 23.5 points per game, while the Mustangs are scoring 17.5 points per game. Wow, very low. They're only averaging 1 touchdown, whereas the Spiders are averaging 2.5 touchdowns. Winner gets advantage in the playoffs if needed. Very important game here. The Spiders won the coin toss and elected to defer for the second half, so the Mustangs will start here with the ball. And we have kickoff. We go down. Mustangs. Oh, 17 points to start the game. Really fast start by the Mustangs. Spiders already down 3 possessions. Field goal. Cut it down to a 14-point game. Mustangs have a big chance here to increase their lead by a lot if they can. Already up 14 points. Touchdown! Make it 24-3. Mustangs up big. Spiders down huge before the half. Can they add something here to stay in the game? Field goal. Only 6 points. They're down 24-6, but they will start here with the ball in the third quarter. Down 24-6. Can they climb back here? 2 field goals. Make it 24-12. They're still in this game. They need to stop the Mustangs here if they want any chance in winning this game. Mustangs are down. They get stopped. Exactly what the Spiders needed. Spiders are still in this game in the third quarter. Down 12 points. Fourth quarter here. Go down the field. Touchdown! But it is not enough. Your Mustangs will come out victorious. How many points can they put up here? Points are very beneficial for seeding whenever it comes playoffs. They put up 34 points and a penalty. Can they add more? They do not. Score is 34-19. Your Mustangs pick up this win over the Spiders. The Mustangs advance to 2-1 while the Spiders fall to 1-2. Mustangs scoring 4 touchdowns this game and 2 field goals, 6 stops. Spiders only scored 1 touchdown with 4 field goals. That did it for them. The Mustangs in the top half of their conference, while the Spiders might be looking outside of the playoffs. The next game we have between the Sharks and the Spartans. Spartans, one of the teams that's undefeated in the season. They're averaging 34.5 points per game, while the Sharks are 0-2, still looking for their first win, averaging 27 points per game. Look for this to be a good game. Sharks need to win tremendously here, while the Spartans are right behind the Kings to stay undefeated. Want to win this game to stay up there so they can have a higher seed if needed. Look for it to be a great game, as we're nearly halfway through with week 3 of the MLF. The Sharks won the coin toss and elected to receive, so they will start the game here with the ball. We have kickoff. They go down the field. 10 points. Early 10-point lead to start the game here. Very positive over the 2-0 Spartans. And the Spartans respond. Field goal. Take the lead on the 7. Make it 10-3. Sharks start off fast here. Exactly what they wanted. And they add more points here to increase their lead in the second quarter. They get stopped. Spartans have a chance here before halftime to tie it up or take the lead if they can. Down 7. Field goal. Touchdown! They take a 3-point lead over the Sharks. Scores 10-13. They will have the ball here in the third quarter. Up 3 points. Can they add more? Looking to stay undefeated here. Field goal. Make it 10-16. 6-point game here. 1 possession can take the lead here for the Sharks if they score a touchdown. They get stopped, but there is a penalty. They have another chance here. Can they take advantage? Touchdown! They took a 1-point lead over the Spartans going into the fourth quarter. Spartans here need something big to stay alive and to keep their undefeated streak alive. They gotta stop. Touchdown! They take the lead. They take a 6-point lead over the Sharks. Sharks looking for their first win here. They need a touchdown. There's a stop. Oh no! And a field goal! That is not enough. Your Spartans will stay undefeated and your Sharks will lose yet again. The Spartans move to 3-0 while the Sharks fall to 0-3. with a score of 23-20. Both teams scoring 2 touchdowns, but that one field goal for the Spartans led them to the W. Spartans are still undefeated, while your Sharks still looking for a first win. Look for both teams to bounce back next week. The next game we have between the Dinos and the Serpents. Dinos are 1-1, while the Serpents are 0-2. They are still looking for their first game. Their Dinos are averaging 22.5 points per game, while the Serpents are averaging 20 points per game, lower half of the league. Look for this to be a great game, and we're ready for kickoff here between the Dinos and the Serpents. The Serpents have won the coin toss and elected to defer for the second half, so the Dinos will start the game with the ball here. And we're off! Dinos! Field goal! They took a 3-point lead over the Serpents early to start the game. Serpents with a chance here to respond, and they do it. There's a penalty. They get stopped, but there is a penalty, so they will have that one retry to see if they can capitalize off of it. Not many penalties this week. Touchdown! They capitalize, make it 7-3. They take the lead going into the second quarter. Can the Dinos respond? Down. And they get stopped. They do not take advantage. Score stays 3-7. Serpents right before the half. Can they increase their lead here going into halftime? Touchdown! Make it 3-14. They do. They'll start with the ball in the third quarter, up 14-3. Can they increase their lead once again? They do not. They get stopped. They're so close to scoring, but the Dinos put up a good defensive stop there. Now it's the Dinos. Can they come back? Down 3-14 in the third quarter. Put up a field goal. Cut the lead down to 8. They're still behind. Going into the fourth quarter, Serpents have a chance here to close this game out if they can. Dinos need something here defensively. Field goal. Touchdown! Make it 6-24. Big lead here over the Dinos. Dinos need something huge. They need to score on every drive here. Can they do it to stay alive? Field goal. The field goal is not enough. Scores 12-24. Your Serpents find their first win here in the MLF season. They advance to 1-2, and the Dinos fall to 1-2. Serpents will have that advantage over them since they beat them head-to-head. Serpents score 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal, while the Dinos fail to find the end zone and only put up 4 field goals. What a great matchup. Both teams look to bounce back next week. We have a great game here coming up with the Knights and the Hawks. Knights 1-1, averaging 30 points per game, and the Hawks are 0-2, averaging 19.5 points per game. Look for the Hawks to look for their first win here, and the Knights looking to stay up top in the top range of the conference to win, to catch up with the Wranglers and the Reapers. Close to kickoff here. The Knights have won the coin toss and elected to receive, so they will start the game with the ball here. And we're off! Kickoff! 2 field goals! Making a 6-point lead over the Hawks already. Knights start off somewhat fast. Hawks, a chance here to respond. Looking for their first win. Touchdown! And 2 field goals, make it 6-13. The Hawks take the lead here. They respond quite well. How can the Knights adjust? Go down the field, down 7. Touchdown, field goal! They take the lead right back. Make it 16-13. Firing on all cylinders. We have a offensive game here. Hawks here for halftime. A chance to respond. They get stopped. There is a penalty. Can they capitalize before halftime? Oh, they almost do, but they do not. Score stays 16-13, but they do start the third quarter with the ball. Can they take advantage here? There's a stop. And another stop. There is a penalty. Another one. Can they take advantage of this one? Field goal. They tie the game up. Knights here. The third quarter. Field goal. Another field goal. Make it 22-16. They take a 6-point lead over the Hawks. Going into the fourth quarter, Hawks need something huge here to stay in this game and to win their first game. Oh no, they're stopped! And they fall short once again. Your Knights will win this game. Touchdown! They put up 29 points to 16. Your Knights advance to 2-1, while your Hawks are still winless, 0-3. Score of 29-6. Your Knights score 2 touchdowns, 5 field goals, while the Hawks only put up 1 touchdown and 3 field goals. Your Knights are in the upper half of the conference, right behind the Wranglers and the Reapers, while your Hawks are still winless. Still looking for their first W here. Next game, we have a great one between the Bulls and the Reapers. Reapers up top of their conference, 2-0 with averaging 29 points per game, while the Bulls are 1-1, averaging 21 points per game. The Reapers want to stay up top, so they want to put up a good performance here against the Bulls. Bulls looking to stay in that playoff picture here, and they want to knock off the top team in the conference. Look for this to be a great game here. The Bulls won the coin toss and want to receive here, so they will start the game with the ball. They want to start off fast if they can. And we're off. Bulls. There's a penalty already. 2 stops, but there is a penalty to start off the game. The Bulls will have another chance here. Can they capitalize? With a field goal. They put up something on the board. The Reapers always start fast, so let's see if they do the same thing here. Touchdown! Field goal! Touchdown! Exactly what they do. Score points. Reapers up 17-3 already over the Bulls. Bulls already down 14 points. Can they respond here? Field goal. Touchdown and a field goal. They do respond. Down 1 point, 16-17. Reapers with a 1-point lead here before halftime. Can they add more? And they get stopped. They still have the lead here, but they fail to put up some points. Start in the third quarter with the ball. With a 1-point lead. Can they add more? Touchdown! Oh, almost a touchdown, but there's the penalty. Score 16-24. Can they add more? They do not. So close to scoring, ends up in no points. Reapers have a chance here. Excuse me, Bulls. Field goal. Make it 19-24. There's a penalty. Another chance here. And they take advantage. They do not. Score still 19-24. Going into the fourth quarter. Reapers with a chance here to end this game if they can and stay undefeated. Can they do it? Up 24-19. Touchdown! Touchdown! Field goal! Wow! 41 points! 41-19. Your Reapers over the Bulls. Field goal. Touchdown. But it's not enough. Your Bulls will lose to the Reapers. 41-29. Reapers stay undefeated here. They go to 3-0. Still on top of their conference while the Bulls fall 1-2. Still in the middle pack looking into the playoffs. The Reapers put up a league high of 41 points. 5 touchdowns with 2 field goals. Bulls. 2 touchdowns, 5 field goals, 29 points just wasn't enough against the Reapers. What a great game. And the final game of Week 3 of the Marble League football season is between the Scorpions and the Wranglers. Wranglers 2-0, averaging 27 points per game, while the Scorpions are 1-1, averaging 19 points per game. Wranglers in second place of the conference, looking to stay up top, while the Scorpions are looking to stay in the top half of the conference with a win here. But can they do it against the undefeated Wranglers? Look for it to be a great game here. The Wranglers won the coin toss but elected to defer for the second half, so the Scorpions will start here with the ball. Wranglers want to rely on their defense. Can they do it? Field goal. Scorpions take a 3-0 lead over the Wranglers. Wranglers have a chance here to tie or take the lead if they can. There's a penalty. Field goal. They tie it up. Scores 3-3. Wranglers will have this retry here. And they put up another field goal, make it 6-3. They take the lead. Letting their defense do the talking. Can the Scorpions say something about that in the second quarter? Down 3 points. Touchdown and a field goal. They do. They respond. They take the lead. 13-6. Wranglers down 7 points before half. Can they tie it up? Touchdown, field goal, and another field goal. They take the lead. Going into halftime, 19-13. They also start the ball here in the third quarter. Can they increase their already lead here to stay undefeated? Touchdown! Make it 26-13. Scorpions already down here. Can they tie it up or stay in this game? Field goal. Touchdown, field goal. They tie the game up. 26-26. They came to play. Going into the fourth quarter. Can the Wranglers score here? Stay undefeated. They get stopped. Oh! Your Scorpions with a perfect chance here to win this game and to put the first loss to the Wranglers. Can they do it? They're off. They get stopped. No! We're going to overtime. 26-26. What a thriller game we have so far to end the week. Overtime between the Wranglers and the Scorpions. Both teams, one ball. Team that scores a higher points wins. Sudden death. Overtime. Week 3. Can't get any better than this. And they're down. There's a penalty. Oh! The Scorpions get stopped while the Wranglers have a retry because of that penalty. Can they win? Field goal! Your Wranglers stay undefeated. Your Wranglers win 29-26 in overtime against the Scorpions. What a game. Your Wranglers win in a crazy game here, 29-26, to stay undefeated. They move to 3-0 while the Scorpions fall to 1-2. Your Wranglers scored 2 touchdowns and 5 field goals. That field goal to win the game at the end, while the Scorpions 2 touchdowns and 4 field goals. Look for both teams to continue their offensive streak next week. Here we look at the results of Week 3. In the West Conference, we have the Reapers and the Wranglers staying undefeated, with the Reapers scoring more points, 99, just shy of 100. The Knights are 2-1 with the 3 spot, and the Bulls are 1-2 in the 4 spot. They have scored the most points and have beat some of the teams below them. The Hawks still looking for their first win. In the Eastern Conference, we have the Kings and the Spartans up top, 3-0. The Kings with the most points scored in the league, 101. Mustangs and Tigers, 3-4, both 2-1, but the Mustangs beat the Tigers, so that's why they have the 3rd seed. Pirates, Spiders, 5-6, and the Sharks and Huskies still looking for their first win here. We now move on to our awards of the week. Your team of the week goes to the Reapers. They dethrone the Kings, scoring a league high of 41 points this game to defeat the Bulls. They score 5 touchdowns and 2 field goals to advance to 3-0. Your game of the week is the Week 3 finale between the Wranglers and the Scorpions. Overtime thriller. Your Wranglers beat the Scorpions 29-26 to stay undefeated while they stay up top in their conference. Game of the week, crazy results, crazy ending. And this is your Marble League Football Week 3. Tune back to watch Week 4 and to see if your team comes out victorious. Thank you.